So this episode of SmackDown opened up with Cody Rhodes addressing Drew McIntyre, saying that in the past he's hesitated to pull the trigger, but this time he didn't. He also compliments Drew's impressive nature, but also
Drew McIntyre is one of the most impressive, but also the most in his own way, self-sabotaging pro wrestler of the business.
Cody then defiantly says, "I am moving on." He's then interrupted by one Aleister Black. Oh yes, man. Finally, Aleister Black in the main event scene. Finally something new. Black makes his intentions known for the title and Zelina sends a message.
It's too bad that your nightmare begins now.
Oh, Brandy! Who the hell told you tonight was open mic night, bitch? But Aldis would emerge for open mic night and say it's Black versus Rhodes tonight. Please, Triple H, if there's anything you want to do right, let Aleister Black corrupt Cody's mind again just like in AEW. Let him take the world title for a month or two, come on.
My dear friends and enemies, pain shall entertain you.
But next it was time for the US title open challenge of Ilya Dragunov, which, by the way, I didn't review SmackDown last week, but that Nathan Frazier match was an absolute banger.
Now I come all the way here surrounded by jackasses. That title is mine. Ring the damn bell.
Last week, Ciampa would be a few seconds too late to answer it, but not this week, seemingly. However, Ilya, still messing with Ciampa, would say this.
You are right. So I accept the challenge from him.
Hey man, I want to see Ciampa versus Dragunov just as much as the next guy, but that's my boy right there, Johnny Gargano. I'm never gonna complain about a takeover level match on Friday Night SmackDown. Are you mad?
Tonight, the pain shall entertain you. Courtesy of Dragunov would be wise not to look past Johnny Gargano, who's an incredibly capable in-ring technician in his own right.
And once again, I get to mention my love for the German suplex.
Crown winner. And there's the power of Dragunov. Trying to provide a distraction, and Johnny Gargano.
I am loving the development of the US men's title scene right now. I feel like it's a title that is being built again on Fantastic Pro Wrestling. But what I'm not happy about is, once again, a crowd that doesn't deserve shit. Midway through what is developing into a pretty great match, they start chanting for Michael Cole.
A survivor.
The more time goes on, I realize that even if WWE quality was like 2016 or like Attitude Era or Prime NXT again, a lot of you still wouldn't be able to appreciate it. But the wrestling prowess mixed with the strong style of Dragunov is really great here, as it has been in previous US Open challenges.
And Gargano misses wildly. Dragunov with a Constantine special takes out Gargano, both men down.
It was also wonderful to see Gargano actually get some solo shine on main roster. I've so dearly missed seeing him get a chance to show why he's one of the best.
Dragunov, and Gargano's got an opportunity. Poison Rana, cover by Gargano for the championship. And a kick out at.
There is also a developing trend where Dragunov goes for the H-bomb, but it gets counted in the same way every week.
About to go nuclear. Went for the H-bomb, and it was countered by Gargano. Oh, and a big kick.
Candice LeRae would get involved with a distraction on Dragunov.
Gargano with an opportunity. Oh, and a tornado DDT. And Gargano with an opportunity. Oh, and Dragunov.
We see a super impressive suplex from the outside apron over the turnbuckle into the ring, followed by a H-bomb to retain.
Or can Ilya pull it off? Wow! Unreal! There it is! Bomb! Dragunov retains!
This is already one of my favorite US title reigns ever. We've still got Tama Tonga to come, which they keep teasing, along with Ciampa, who will surely get this match next week. I hope, I pray. And I hate to put this out there, but please don't have Tama Tonga win the belt and make this another Bloodline heavy angle again. But meanwhile, in Nick Aldis's office, Sami Zayn is once again asking, can I be out there for Phoenix's match? And Aldis is like, nope, I'm standing firm. You're not cleared, it's not happening. Then in comes R-Truth.
I came in here to put my balls in your hand.
TJ.
what? But Truth is asking to be in the Last Time Is Now tournament even though he's actually already in there.
Your name's already in the tumbler, Truth. You're in.
That's how it is. You know what? I don't want my balls touching your balls anyway.
Who up touching they balls right now? It's funny, but also it's still a little bit depressing that this is what has happened to R-Truth over the last couple of months. But then from balls to bald head, Ciampa is annoyed he didn't get his match, and Gargano is all like, I'm sorry man, he's a psycho, but he's good. And then Fraxium comes over and rubs salt on his bald head.
I mean, I guess that's what you get when you're, Nathan, what was the word again? Oh yeah, jackass.
We then see a brief Jade Cargill promo where she puts the entire locker room on notice.
Make no mistakes about it. I'm that bitch.
You know what? Fair enough. I mean, Jade celebrates at the top of the ramp only for woo! Guys, please, no. We just got back on track with people liking Charlotte Flair again. Come on. Don't even tease the idea of Charlotte taking that title for title number 15. Although granted, Flair versus Cargill is a mega match, so I kinda get it. And it's not as if they haven't been teasing this match for a long time, so I imagine it will happen at WrestleMania one of these days. Although, to be fair, I've been waiting for that Rhea Ripley-Bianca Belair one-on-one at WrestleMania for like 5 years, so maybe it'll happen, I don't know. Plus, Jade Cargill did win Queen of the Ring, so Queen versus Queen, you never know. And as is the trend with modern day WWE pacing, we cut to the back instead of the match.
You flash dummies. I am going to be the greatest SmackDown champion that you've ever seen. In fact, I already am, and I only have one.
No. Keep it going. Say what you gotta say.
Where Chelsea Green says she's going to once again become the United States champion tonight.
Yeah. Because you keep on talking, I'm gonna stop a hole through your chest.
No bueno.
No bueno.
We're busy.
She'll be okay, Chelsea. Jade's just mad that she got outmogged by Charlotte Flair. She'll be fine. Then, this popped me because Jade is walking the same way as B-Fab and Michin. And then in the most, it really just reminded me of Triple H and Tough Enough because they're both walking the same way. And she turns and she goes, "Girl, move."
Girl, move.
Oh.
Look, I don't know why the hell she thinks it's cool to be running around here talking like this. Like, is it really not?
Hey, Queen Jade, could I please have some more? Girl, move!
Oh.
But Jade Bezos says to her, if you want to step up and get squashed, be my guest. Then we transition back to Nia Jax versus Charlotte, where, look, I'm not saying there was a Charlotte Flair nip slip, but my buddy Bob Sacamano was telling me that maybe there was a Charlotte Flair malfunction at the junction in this match. I'm not a goon. Lash Legend would make her SmackDown debut to align with Nia Jax.
What the hell? What the that's Lash Legend! Lash Legend! The powerhouse from NXT!
Which is so lit because I do genuinely think Lash is going to be a huge deal. However, weren't y'all just beefing earlier this year?
Just ragdolling Bliss! Charlotte Flair! With an annihilator! Jax wins!
The way Alexa was being ragdolled around was crazy. Girl was looking like a gang beast out there.
I faced Lash on an NXT and she is a formidable adversary. That's why she's my friend. And can Alexa or Charlotte say that their friend is a former NCAA world record holder?
And if the rumors are true about her being in that War Games match, I think she's gonna have a breakout rest of 2025.
Lash Legend, the one and only bougie bully. Clearly, I'm everything I say I am. We're going straight to the top, okay? And tonight was just the beginning.
Now moving on, we found out more matches in the Last Time Is Now tournament. It'll be Miz versus Jey Uso, along with the announcement that LA Knight will be facing a surprise opponent. Ooh!
And the name that is in my head. You know what? I think I'm gonna keep this one a surprise.
I'll be honest, I could take or leave Aldis as GM at the moment. What if that smirk on his face is because his name was slipped in there by himself? Now granted, I think that would be breaking some kind of unbiased rule as the general manager of a brand, so he would probably be fired, but then he'd be back in the ring, so... And what others are speculating is Joe... Hendricks. Hendry.
Say his name,
Man, I like Joe Hendry, but if you have him beat LA Knight, nah. Oh my god, I can see them doing this as well. They have Joe Hendry show up, he beats LA Knight, The Miz loses to Jey Uso, and then we get Yeet versus... Then, let's talk about the sad downfall of Julia, because she lost her US title after an underwhelming reign.
Now with a kick to the back of the head of Fire, and a roll-up now by Green. Shoulders down, using the rope. Chelsea Green won. She did it!
The new US champion, Chelsea Green. I love this for Miss Green. But, this match maybe went a minute, 2 minutes if I'm being generous. It was a squash on Julia, and I'm truly baffled as to why they do this. It is so weird, because Julia just surpassed Chelsea Green's reign as the longest reigning women's United States champion. But it's also weird because WWE tends to mistreat someone like Chelsea Green, and now they're doing her right by doing someone else wrong.
This is one of the greatest moments in sports! Cole, stand up! Pledge allegiance to the champion! God bless America!
So on the one hand, I'm overjoyed that Chelsea now has 2 belts, but you've got to feel like WWE is completely fumbling Julia. We then see the MFTs where Solo says good job, but not good enough. Sami Zayn is still walking around. The Wyatts still have something of ours. And Ilya's got something that belongs to this family too. Solo tells Tala to go out there tonight and make a statement.
And show everyone not to ever disrespect my family again. Do you understand?
And the Wyatt 6 would be lurking, listening to all of that. Listening to Tala Tonga, I think, stand on some Lego? Oh, no. No, Tala Tonga, you just heard that GTA 6 is being delayed again. Honestly, King, completely valid. Then, this next segment, oh my god. Alexa is icing her neck after Lash's earlier attack, and then suddenly the trainer in the trainer's room where Alexa's upgrading her attributes like an SVR 20. And then suddenly, sus, the trainer's like, I'll be right back. Oh my gosh. Honestly, Oscar, I respect this level of hater. But next we'd see Tala Tonga versus Rey Fenix.
Phoenix wanted to counter with a Hurricane Rana. Tala just too powerful. Oh! Forget about it. Forget it.
Earlier, Shinsuke Nakamura and the Motor City Machine Guns would take out the other MFTs, but overall, this was a powerful showcase of Tala Tonga as he picked up the win.
With a massive choke slam. Tonga impressive. Dominant.
Which I don't think I can be too mad at. Rey Fenix has had a pretty great showing since he came to WWE, and I actually do like Solo's bloodline more and more by the week, so it's probably about time that they started putting over the other members a bit more. But Sami Zayn would come out to save Rey Fenix from further beatdown. And much like over on Monday Night Raw how things seem to keep repeating themselves, Sami Zayn once again going after Solo and the bloodline is kind of repetitive as well. However, at least the majority of this show feels like it is kind of beginning to go into a new era. We're kind of getting into new feuds, and it doesn't feel nearly as repetitive as Raw can. But we then see The Miz, who talks about his attack on Carmelo Hayes last week along with John Cena's last match.
Opening the door for NXT Outsiders rookies shouldn't even be a tournament, especially when his final opponent is staring you right in the face.
Then The Miz says Jey Uso, yeah, sure, he's a highlight. And then The Miz says this.
The critics will cry. The internet will whine, but the headline will read, The Miz beat John Cena in the main event of WrestleMania. The Miz ended John Cena's career.
Miz, let me cut you off and bring you way back down to earth. The critics and the internet will not be crying if Jey Uso loses to you. If anything, they may anoint you king of the entire world.
Because The Miz is awesome!
Then it was time for the main event, Rhodes versus Black.
Forcing the break and now, oh goodness, looked like he was going for the disaster kick.
This match served as a good preview of things to potentially come out of these two. It had Cody Cutters, disaster kicks, strong strikes, and vintage Aleister.
Oh, and a knee right under the chin. And the German suplex stacks him up, jackknife and a kick out.
I once again say, long live the German suplex. However, both men would end up down and out, and then...
Oh my God, McIntyre with a claymore to the damn referee.
Let's go, let Cody. You're against me.
Drew McIntyre, clearly not done with Cody Rhodes or the referee, screaming, "You're against me! This is your own damn fault!" Which, by the way, Drew, not to bring back my referee Ryan Tran slander, but a few weeks back he was like, "I'm not gonna blame Ryan Tran. He has a family." And this referee, he said, "I don't give a shit if you have a family." The second referee to screw me over can eat shit and die. Anyway, it turns into a big brawl with Damian Priest coming out.
Tonight's main event, when McIntyre lost to Cody. Priest has neutralized the threats of Aleister Black and Drew McIntyre.
Damian ends up countering a Zelina Vega dive and ends up throwing her over the barricade, where Black takes advantage and pokes him in the burned eye. This is also one of those feuds in WWE right now which is ever so slightly repetitive.
Now, Cody with a Cody cutter to McIntyre.
Because realistically, after you hit someone with a black mass, sending them through a table after you just burned their eye and a last man standing, you're the last man standing. Should it not be over with by now?
Because effective immediately, Drew McIntyre, you are suspended.
I thought this might lead to a tag match next week. That feels like very elementary booking for them, but no. Drew, stay home like it's 2020, brother.
Themselves. I told you saw the ref then. It's everyone against me. Everybody against me. The back's against the wall.
Anyway, subscribe and tell a friend about how Drew McIntyre keeps getting screwed over because we're tired of it.